All right, smoothie time. How you doing?
What up? It's your boy.
Gosh.
Info.
We got berries, cherries, strawberries, onions, rhubarb, mango.
Let's go.
I want to thank everybody for tuning in. How you doing? Oh, that's a big old bag of strawberries we got there. Those strawberries are from Costco. They've been refrozen, so they were frozen, thawed, and then refrozen. I'm really pissed about it, but we're gonna have a little talk with the freezer people at the Costies. We'll see what they do. I'm gonna eat them, but I'm just gonna let them know. But more importantly, right now, I'm gonna take these dishes downstairs. After that, get this right on this show. I'm calling a company, and we're gonna have a little discussion about what really goes on. Okay, so bear with me. It's gonna be a funny hour. All right. We might buy a new bed, or a new mattress or something. I don't really know. I was thinking of just selling the old bed because it's so expensive what we have, and then purchasing a new bed with it, with the money. If we can't get a full brand new bed, we'll come pretty damn close because the bedding, or like the whole assembly we have, very expensive. So I have to consider this and figure out how to make it happen. So here we go. All right, first up, Montreal. Have a little. Hey, how you doing? All right, plug in our. And what is this? Vitamix, 7,500 Vitamix. Plug this in. I'm taking really good care of my Vitamix. I try to rinse it out daily, and then when it is dirty, do a deep, thorough cleaning. Always following the protocol. I'm going to use all the dark cherries that were left in this bag. We're going to use every one of these strawberries is frozen in a brick. I don't think I can use any of this. I'm gonna try and, if I beat it with the masher, I'm just gonna cut tears in the bag. If I had a hammer, I would hit it with a hammer. I don't, but I have a very heavy, this is a can opener thing. It's heavy, very heavy. It probably weighs about a pound. This did the trick. Now you're gonna come back over to your Vitamix. Copious amounts of strawberries in there. It's gonna be a red dragon smoothie. We're gonna incorporate the rest of this coconut yogurt. This is vegan yogurt, coconut vegan yogurt. Let me grab something. 2 straws, that's all we need. Cups and all that probably downstairs all ready to go, so I'll just take the smoothie jug down there and pour into that. I have my cup up here, and I can use this for tea and this for my smoothie, and this will be for my chick smoothie. So there you go, use this cup here. This jam jar. Perfect. Now what you want to do is get all the vegan yogurt out of the container and into the berry jug there. This is the important part. Okay, and I'll show you. So cherries on the bottom, you can see there, cherries. If you look close, you can see the cherries. There's lots of cherries too. I don't know why it looks like there's 5. Cherries on the bottom, then strawberries, and then about 400 or 500 ml of vegan yogurt, so about $4 or $5 worth. If you can get it for $2, go for it, get it. And sometimes you can find 50% off places, so you may get it for a little cheaper. This smoothie is going to take me long into the day. It's 10:06 a.m. and I'll probably eat at about maybe 4 p.m. this will be my breakfast and my lunch. Very healthy. Very affordable. This is smoothies. This is breakfast and lunch for 2 people, so 4 meals. Total cost about $6, so $1.50 per meal. So breakfast cost me $1.50. Breakfast cost my chick $1.50. Lunch cost each of us $1.50. You get what I'm saying? But the real benefits come later in life, when we don't have to go to the hospital, when we don't need to pay for medication, right? And when we are, hang on, wait for it, living our best life in our golden years, right? Not spending those attached to a respirator or whatever it is in a hospital setting, right? A blood machine or something. I've had some more things come to my attention, and it breaks my heart in many ways. So I'm a truth teller, and it's hard for me to get this one out. This has been weighing on me for months, but now here's the proof to what I anticipated was the truth. Now science is saying, not Hashman, you were right, but Hashman, your instincts were right. Hashman, you didn't go with the grain. It's going to be really sad what comes out in the next few months to 6 months to a year or two. It's going to be really sad, the information that comes out. It's going to be heartbreaking to the world. You've all been deceived. But everybody knows everything, right? You're all being paid to say what you know. Anything that you say doesn't come from your heart or your conscience. It comes from your bank account, that comes from your mortgage, that comes from your new car payment, that stems from you having a backbone, right? You won't. Well, I'll tell you, this isn't the first time the world has had to come together and fight for freedom, and it won't be the last. So, I've been alive a long time, trying to keep people safe and free for a very long time. I'm old, I'm tired, but I haven't given up. That's the best part about me, is that I'm not going to give up, you know? I've given up before for certain things that didn't matter to me, but I've never given up on something that mattered to me, never. And I never will. Okay, get a couple scoops of that in you. And you walk over to this, a couple more scoops. Oh, there's some room in the bottom for some vegan almond drink, and then away we go. So, there's a lot of channels on YouTube right now talking about a lot of proper information, and this is coming from virologists, researchers, and scientists. There's one researcher slash scientist. He's an, oh my goodness. This man literally is working on proteins and plasmas and everything in between, mitochondria. This gentleman isn't fake. He is a human being who speaks the truth and very, very cleverly does it without being hindered. He understands what is ongoing. It's interesting to hear this man's words because a lot of people don't speak like him. He understands that there's a way you can say something and it'll be completely blocked, or you can say something a different way, a little bit nicer, with no hate in the words, even though we all hate what has happened and gone on. If this has been created by man, then we hate. If it's some sort of freakish accident, then we don't hate, right? But I'm pretty sure most people around the world know at this point what's going on. So here we are. I'm gonna tell you what this guy uncovered. Yeah. Alright, I've got the smoothie ready. I'm gonna take it down and then I'll drink my smoothie with you and have a bit of a chat. Ooh, let's show you the full. This is a 77-ounce smoothie. Look onto it. The blender, if I even sneeze, it's gonna spill. It's full to the brim. This is what they call full to the brim. Hear that pour? That means she's sexy. Let's get this pour going here. I'll show you the pour on my cup, of course. As a daily live streamer, it is my duty. How you doing? Let's get my bubblegum smoothie to my chick. This is my famous bubblegum smoothie. It's very tasty. If you ever get the chance to try one of my bubblegum smoothies, you will in fact love me even more. Thank you so much for tuning in. What's a dude in the chat? What do you think about down materials, aka feathers for bedding or coats? No, I don't use any down feathers. Sorry. Hang on, just give me a second. Give me 1 second to drop this off. No, I don't use anything with feathers. If I try to use anything that's microfiber, I'll explain. Bamboo and microfiber are hypoallergenic. Feathers are not hypoallergenic. Yeah. Nothing with feathers. Now, we don't go out of our way to look for feathers or down coats, nothing like that. All my jackets don't have feathers in them. My pillows don't have feathers in them. My pillows are I have 4 bamboo pillows. Probably time to change out a couple of them. We got 2 pillows from my mom for Christmas probably a year or 2 ago. And then I think we got pillows from my mom the year before that. So in the last 2 years, we've got 4 pillows, 4 bamboo pillows from my mom. She got us a duvet, king, for a king bed, and pillows, and a duvet.
Holy shit, what am I doing?
I'll just leave this. Okay. Well, recycling and garbage has been done. Most of the dishes are good. I'm gonna pull that back out. My breakfast and lunch made. It's a pretty good day. Oh shit. Do you have any other questions in the chat? Feel free to ask. I don't really have the answer. If I have an answer, I'll try and give it to you in my best answer. I'll probably start my vegetable garden indoors. January or February. I'm going to grow over 2,000 tomato plants next year. I'm going to grow them on several people's land. Because I think it's time that I really put my skills to the test. Some people think they're good at gardening. I'm going to prove how good at gardening I am. All right? Thank you so much for tuning into this episode. Will you save the rest of your smoothie? No. No. I'm gonna be drinking this right away. Usually on the live stream, but not today. I did say I was gonna phone that company on the live stream, though, right? I wash your glass really good every day. Unless you're a nub and you use your glass like once a week, then you probably don't need to do this. But if you're using your glass every day like I am, you want to make sure you wash it real good. For this type of piece that I have, that tech right there works the best for cleaning that called the big chug. Scalding hot water till she roosters, both the top and both the side, and then let her piss. And then just let her piss to the side. Or you chug it. Swirl on the side of it, and chug it again. You do that. Can't believe how clean I got this thing. Doesn't take very long, you know, it's almost back to brand new. So you know you done good. this looks clean too. Dirty as hell on the inside. This one. Right there. Alright. I do keep a clean sink, I will say that. I have to deep clean the kitchen today. Every Friday is deep cleaning day in the Hashing for Show. We deep clean the whole house. We deep clean the yard and the property this spring or this fall. I mean, it's not seem like time to. I need to grab a bunch of ice for this thing and make this thing so cold. It's just crazy how cold I'm gonna make this thing today. That's how we get down, baby. Let me put a bunch of ice inside the bottom of this chips of ice. I'm gonna get that ice right now. Give me a second. All right. Remember what I was telling you about that smashing thing? I'm gonna hole in the bag now. See, I didn't want to start with damn pieces like that. I screwed up right out of the gate, eh? I wanted to start with all ice chips. It's too late for that now. It's going to fill the neck with tons of ice. That's going to be her right there. I usually do this off camera. You don't really see this stuff, but I want to make sure everyone's making smoothies properly, and you always make sure your smoothies are nice and cold. Add extra ice to your smoothies, okay? It helps your smoothies just stay frigid. Oh, look onto it. Let my smoothie look onto you. Brain freeze. Brain freeze. My eye. false start there. Almost had smoothie just dragging purple smoothie out my nose there, but we peeled off on it just in time. So today is a special day. I don't know if y'all know this, but it's Pizza Fridays. You got a feather duvet and your back pain is much less. Buddy, I don't think it's because of your feather duvet. Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing is you start out, it's not that you aren't, it's, I don't know how to word this. Yeah. It's like saying the scale says you're fat, right? You make yourself unhealthy by you not bike riding, by you not running, by you not walking every day for an hour. You make yourself unhealthy, and your lung capacity is less because of the amount you use your lungs, right? So if when you get home, you sit all evening, that's not good. You can see these goofs in Colorado. They sit in their trailer all evening, all morning, all afternoon for the entire year. They're just sitting in their trailers. So take these people as prime examples of ditch pigs, right? Scum. People that, just can't figure out what life is about. When you throw your family out the door for a garden, you're a goof, I did the opposite for decades. Not gonna really get into much, but I'll say this. Family first. Family first, always. I'll find a way to get my medicine to make it work, Family first, always. Some of the sob stories these SOBs have. Oh, I can't because of this and that. It's because you're lazy, yo. But as far as smoking, I'm not gonna touch on smoking and things like that. Enough people do it. All I'm gonna say is moderation and, organically speaking, 99% of everybody's entirety of what's in their bag isn't even close to organic. And it's hilarious, the people that feed these synthetic fertilizers and then go, I have organics. No, you don't, bud. Did you feed with synthetic fertilizers? Your shit's not organic. Like, how stupid are you? Oh, I can grow it. Oh, I can do this and that. And you get to the place and, okay, you have outdoor plants that yielded you a couple pounds. Great, good for you. I mean, who can't do that? I mean, there are old women here in Winnipeg that have like 4 pounds on a plant right now. They didn't even water them this year and they got 4 pounds. It's not really anything to brag about. When your shit's coming in at 33% THC, fucking brag. When you have uncovered a new terpene that, cures diabetes, fucking brag. But sitting there with your 42 pounds of swag, bud, making some mediocre dry sift, and you got four buckets full of dry sift. Does not make you an expert grower. It means you can grow. People get carried away with what makes them good at things, eh? Peanut butter and Nutella on graham crackers. I just got supplies to make medicated MCT oil. You were saying that to me the other day. I'm looking for new ways to ingest cannabis, as smoking is making my lungs unhealthy. Most things. What I'll say to you is this. Hang on, I just want to remove just one comment about cannabis because I don't want the word in there. So I don't even know how to do that here. Hang on. I can't remove your comment if you're a moderator, so hang on, I had to remove your moderator for a second just because there's a comment there. It's okay. I mean, I'd like to be able to leave it, but unfortunately I just can't, take any chances with, but I do understand what you're saying and where you're coming from, okay? You work in housekeeping at a hotel. That's awesome. But I hope to someday be an artist full time. Very cool. My back was locking up bad and I work 5 to 6 days a week. Oh, that sucks so bad. So I needed something. Yeah. How do you like the duvet? Oh, I love duvets. Not in the summertime though. Never tried MCT oil, but I hope it's good. I got 2 tinctures too. What do you mean you got 2 tinctures? What does that mean? What does that mean? I don't understand that part. I got 2 tinctures. Oh, you got 2 droppers, not tinctures. I got you. Yeah, glass droppers. I hope you're not paying expensive prices for that stuff. Those things are like 40-50 cents each, and that's if you're buying like 6 of them. I hope you're not paying like $3 or $7 for a dropper. You can look on, there's lots of websites. Look at wholesale pricing and just buy like 10 or 15 of them. They're great to have though, and especially if you're only paying like 10 or 20 bucks for 20 droppers. Trust me, take the 20 droppers. It's kind of hard to clean those droppers, eh? You want to, when you do clean them, you want to clean them all at once in a big pot with hot water, like in a boiling pot of water. And then you have to like spray into them to get them to clean up. It's not easy, but they do come clean. But you have to make sure you're using the right types of cleaners, like Dawn and things. Oh, here's your wrench back, by the way. I just wanted to remove that one comment about 2 droppers, $4.25. Shit, that's kind of expensive. $4.25 for 2. That's pretty expensive. But if it's $4 or whatever, just clean those 2 droppers and only use one at a time. Put the other dropper like in a sacred, safe place. And are they glass or plastic? I hope to God they're glass. You must have got glass ones for. Did you get plastic? They have plastic droppers. They're okay, but yeah, good. The glass ones are way better. Yeah, $4 isn't bad. I mean, you paid like 5 times the price, right? But whatever. They're about 40 cents, 50 cents each. Look, somebody's got to make money off of that stuff too, right? You didn't buy wholesale. You didn't buy enough of them to get a price break, so you paid regular full price, No big deal. stand people that want a wholesale price, but they only want 2. Oh, I saw you at wholesale prices. Yeah, if you buy fucking 400. You're going to follow a YouTube video instruction for the MCT oil? Please explain further, please. What do you mean? Sure. I can quickly explain to you how to do it. It's great if you're gonna watch a video, it's awesome, but I'd hate for you to waste your stuff there. You could just ask me a question, I could literally tell you how to do it in 5 seconds. Like, don't forget this, okay? Just think about this and make sure you think about this. The video is here. Here's the link. Oh yeah, I don't want any. I don't want to see the video link. This exact video. Oh yeah, I don't. Fuck. Did I remove it? Oh, I did. I was able to just remove that while you had a moderator. Interesting. Cool. Thanks for sharing. I don't click on other people's video links. I got no interest in that stuff. But like, have you seen the video? Talk to me about the video. What's the cooking time? You know, tell me what it says in the video. If you don't know, then whatever. But you should have already watched the video like 50 times. You know. In case the video is taken down, or in case the video is deleted, removed, made private, made for members only. You should understand every part of that video. But why are you so into that video? I'm gonna tell you something. Forget the video. Don't even mention it. Just listen to me. Just listen to my voice, okay? There are 3 things you need to remember, okay? And follow these instructions, okay? Get a pen and paper and listen. When you're cooking it, you can always stop, turn the heat off, move it off of the heat, let it sit there and let it, kind of homogenize, whatever the term is in science, to just let it sit there. Now, as it's sitting there, you can stir it slowly. I want you to taste it. I want you to try it at that point. I want you to wait an hour, 45 minutes, 2 hours. If it worked, it's done. If it didn't work, keep cooking it, okay? Now, if you don't understand what I said, might not be the perfect fit for you to be making this stuff, and you maybe want to get somebody else to make it for you. If you overcook this, you're going to ruin it. So you can undercook it. I would also split it into half the batch, and I would cook it until you think it's ready. Try it, it tastes fine, or this and that. Then you have the other half batch. Slowly turn the heat on again with the other half a batch that you're not gonna look. Cook it to a certain point. Take it off the heat. Split it into 2 pots. Put 1 pot back on the heat, and reduce it to the lowest setting, and leave it for another 5 or 10 minutes. At that point, make sure you're recording yourself make this, so that you have an exact measurement of time to when you took it off said stove. This is how you do this. Use an oven, use a timer over here. You put the camera this way, and you stir here. You talk to yourself while you make this video. And this video is for you. It's not for anyone. You don't upload this. You can do what you want with it. This video is for you to understand that the next time you make this, you put that video on your TV, and you make sure you make it either the same way or whatever way you figured out after that you should have done something a little bit different. You'll know because you've taken the steps to ensure that you've created the proper culmination of time, ingredients, heat to the mixture. Period. It's up to you to record and document those stages so that you can come up with the other thing is the material you're using, is it always the same? Like if you grow from clone, then you know what I'm talking about. But if you don't, you grow from seed, then your shit's always different. Your stuff could be CBD and you don't even know it this year, and last year you had the other one. Look, it's best if you make this while I'm live. It's best if you make this concoction while I'm live. You could say like, hey, I have your video on the side of my counter. I'm in my kitchen. I'm recording for my personal video, and I'm using a timer, and I have it on a low to low medium heat, and I'm very carefully timing this with a lid on, with a lid off. You have to make sure you're exact. If you go live, I'll tune in for sure, bro. Okay, when you decarboxylate, what are you decarboxylating? Explain to me the process in the mason jar. Is it just, are you just putting herbs in the mason jar with no liquid? Or are you putting, are you soaking the herbs in a mason jar in some liquid inside of the slow cooker? I'm kind of confused at that point. Yeah, I don't like any of that. That's not how I would make it. You're not protecting it enough. See, this is where my tech, this is why I make the best, eh? And unfortunately, me sharing my secrets only makes others filthy rich, filthy rich. But this is why my edibles and my tea are so powerful, because that method is wrong. I'm sure it would work, but it's not proper. That is for sure not proper. That's not even the way it would be done in most labs around the world. Not talking about some bunk LP making gummy bears. I'm talking about laboratory, clinical, like real, like top of the line decarboxylation process. You're losing big time. You're absolutely wasting your flour that way. That's not a good method, bro. So much of your medicinal value is right out the door. It's a shame. And that way, you gotta watch your temperature. You gotta watch you do not overcook, because there's just no protection there. See, I fear I'm far too smart for YouTube. And then the other side of it is I fear that I'm far too smart for a lot of things. I fear there'd be a lot less people in pain if I had more hits on my videos, that's for sure. But I never came here with the intention of making It's never been a dream of mine to have every one of my videos millions of views. It has been a dream of mine to maybe see 1 million subscribers next to my name. But maybe that's just my ego, expecting. That's my self-entitlement. Oh well. I gotta do this today. I gotta do this really late, actually. That's an absolutely full-on purple. Like, absolutely full-on purple. I gotta go get some more chopped down and trim it up, but it'll be in a couple days. I trust you more than anyone else on here. Hey, you break my heart, man. Trust is a powerful thing to put in the hands of someone else. I highly recommend you never do it. But putting trust in those who are pure innocent and pure angel might not be such a bad thing. We all have to give up, or hopefully we all have somebody to trust at some point in our life. Rastafari. Cheers, man. Rastafari. First we eat the plant, then we embrace the plant. First we drink said plant. Look at the blueberry keef on me, bro. What a quarter right there. Just sitting there like nothing. A quatch of blueberry keef, bro. No one's doing that. That's how I decarb. I decarb after a week, just in the open. A little bit of sun, but mostly in the open. Decarboxylation is mostly about air. And the sooner people can understand this, the better off the world will be. Rastafari. I learned a lot about decarbing through science. Never did I learn about decarbing through the avenues where the way that I learned about mastering decarboxylation was not through the avenues of plant decarboxylation, period. It has nothing entirely. You will never find out, besides me, I've never even spoken with anyone that's a tincture edible specialist that has a clue about decarboxylation like I do. See, there's something people don't understand. You should need only a fraction compared if you drink it or eat it. Unless you have a crap liver that can't process. You need much more if you inhale, but if you eat, you need a speck, a granule. Here's the thing. When you get a spoonful of rosin and just goes around there like that, and then, a cup of keef, a bag of buds, and then you make it, it's a whole different thing, okay? So that speck then now needs to be like a micro granule. So imagine if you had 3 cups of tea and you stirred in, 3 fat tablespoons each cup of tea. You'd be sleeping for 2 days off of my batch. And so just to give you an idea, when I have tea, I have 3 teas. And I never fall asleep. Just to give you an idea of the cowboy that I is. When I hop on the cannibal, it is bucking. It is bucking. And I ride that thing for 12 hours, and I go on these cerebral trips through space, through time, and I'm not making this up. I don't like traveling and seeing Zeus and Thor, but I literally have these moments where I am not here on this plane, period. Shit you not. Trance-like states are grasped when traveling through space and time. Transcendence. It's a real thing. No word of that was a lie. True statement from the Hatchman right there. I have transcended several hundred times in my lifetime. No word of a lie. Should we define the word transcendence? Transcendence? Let's do it. You want to be on that level? It's scary as fuck, bro. See, the thing is, I never had anybody walk me through this. I was 19 on my couch and I Homer Simpson, eating and ate the blueberry in 1 chocolate chip peanut butter cookie. And it was burnt to a crisp, and it was like, chip your tooth rock hard. It was about this big ass cookie. And I kept pressing it into there, and I baked that thing for 1 hour and 45 minutes. I shit you not. I baked a cookie for 1 hour and 45 minutes. You ever heard of that, Italian cookie? It's 2 or 3 times baked, and it comes in ladyfinger cookies. I can't remember what they're called. It's an Italian cookie. And you make that espresso cake out of it. Anyway, those damn cookies. Biscotti cookies. I made biscotti chocolate chip blueberry muffin cookie. And I was like... And I fell asleep. It was 1 p.m. I started baking the cookie at 11 a.m. By 1 p.m. I was playing Xbox. Halo 2. I was playing Halo 2 in 2000. I was playing Halo 2, something like that. It was Thursday or Friday. It was 11 a.m. I started baking that cookie. By 1, I was eating it. By 1:30 or 2, roughly, I don't know the exact time, I was out cold till 9:30 at night. My mom, she's like, weirdest thing, you never sleep in the daytime. Just passed out on the couch drooling everywhere. I'm like, oh, was I? Just fucking like this. And when I woke up, I couldn't even see. I couldn't see anything. I was like, what's wrong with you? I said, nothing. What? She said, a cookie. What kind of cookie? A chocolate chip cookie? Why do you look like that? Because I'd had 3/4, because I hadn't ate the blueberry in it, okay, Mom? I'm on cookies. I'm on cannabis cookies, Mom. She's like, what is that? Like, you know, in Amsterdam they have cake? I ate space cake. I made it here. I was talking to a buddy in Amsterdam. He gave me a recipe. Mom's like, and you fell asleep for 8 hours? Are you crazy? I'm like, maybe. I don't know. Ah, it was a good night though. But yeah, she grilled me. Nothing she could do. I mean, I live in Canada. Plus, it's my mom. What she can do? Call the cops on me? Baking a cookie. So yeah, I grew up proper. My mom was very kind, but strict, stern and strict. You know, like can't swear in the house. Can't. There's so many things I can't. Right? Telling you, when I write my book. Like everybody I grew up with is gonna be like, you were allowed to do that. You guys have no idea. And it's not even really I was allowed. Like I said, what you gonna do? Call the cops? My mom, right? What's this say? I'm learning to make peanut butter too. I just don't have the materials yet. Oh yeah. Yeah. See, all that stuff is. That's what I made all that time ago was. Yeah, ran the cannibal. I want to be on that level. Sounds so amazing. What love. May I hear from you the right way to decarb, please? Just make a cookie and throw it inside your cookie and overbake it like I did. And come back and thank me later. And don't cook it at cooking temperatures either. Like, use the lowest cooking temperature on your oven. Listen to me, okay? You're smart, and I value you. I'm not going to explain it. I'm going to teach you how to learn to find it. And when you do, you'll thank me, because you finding this is going to teach you how to find something else you didn't understand. I told you before, I'll say this again, I'm Irish, you're making me angry. I never found the decarboxylation information that I required from looking for it down the avenues we're talking about. Don't look for that. Just understand the decarbing process entirely from science. Go to science.com and define decarboxylation and then dig. Temperature and time. Write that down. Have a good day.